Hey, hey, hey. I really hope that you all are having a good day. So the reason why I'm on is because God needed me to come on to read this. So here it goes. It says the enemy is trying to place fear in our hearts, but know that God is with us. We can't fail. I have allowed, God was saying that he has allowed this situation that you're in right now to happen so that he can pull you out of harming yourself. He says overspending. Most of us have issues with overspending. God is putting the funds there. He makes the funds available, but we overspend and we put ourselves into harm's way. And he was saying basically we do this knowing that he's going to pull us out. And so God is trying to, we know that God is with us, and sometimes we get comfortable because we know his grace is there and it covers us, And so we get comfortable in doing these things because in times past, God has pulled us out from many situations that we placed ourselves into. Well, God is saying now it's time for us to step up and step out of doing those things and take lead from that which he is making available to us today. He's trying to open our minds and pull us out of the things that's causing us to end up in situations that wouldn't have happened that way if we obeyed him, if we sought him before we did things. That's what it's coming down to today. So I'm going to skip past that because I just told y'all. God was saying, it's time for us to thrive. He says no more allowing the enemy to speak to you and have you to do this or to do that. Because God said what the enemy is doing is he's pulling us out of his will for our life, for God's will for our life. We're allowing the enemy to pull us out of that. He says, I am your father, and it is my will for your life that will succeed. He's calling us to dive into the deep. He says, when you do that, you will see that there's no more limits. There's no more boundaries, but indeed increase. A place where isolation is afar off is where God is trying to take many of us to today. He says, and we will no longer have to worry if who's in our life is for us or against us, sent by the enemy to do harm. That'll be afar off the place where God is pulling many of us into today. He says the only way we can get there is by breaking our comfort zone, coming out of what was into what he is surely making available unto us now. He says the question that we need to begin to start asking ourselves is, do we trust him? Do we really trust God with our lives and everything concerning us? He says taking this walk with him does not always come easy. It doesn't always feel right. Many cry out for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding on today. But he says, how many know that it comes through trial and error, by actually getting out here and making these mistakes? And through making those mistakes, God teaches you a lesson. And when you come out of that lesson, it's not for us to double back and do the same thing again. We're supposed to learn from that lesson and help to bring others out. This is a time where many of us are coming into the light that's within us, a light that many of us have pushed down deep and tried to hide, but now God is bringing it to the forefront. He's causing these situations to happen to you so that he can pull you out. And when he brings you out of that darkness, that place that we dug ourselves in for so long, we are to become a light unto others. This is the hour in the time that we are living in now, to where we are putting ourselves down, and we are bringing out that which God has placed in us and has desired to come to the forefront for the longest. That means going out and seeking God's will for your life and beginning to actually bring in souls, which is our total life purpose. More than any trouble, any problem that we are going through on today, God wants us to be a light unto others. It's time for the leaders to begin to rise and to come into the horizon of what God has been calling us to for years. No more sitting around waiting. Should I do this? Should I do that? There are souls that need to be saved. There are people that need your light. There are people that need your word. There are people that need to hear what you've been through, what you came through. People need to know that God cares, and you're holding that word within yourself instead of shedding the light to the world like God needs us to on today. The song for today is, he gave me Hezekiah Walker, and it is Calling My Name is the name of that song. It's a very beautiful song, and it's very deep. I'm just going to really quickly read some of the lyrics to you all. Well, I'll read them all. It's very short. So it says, how many times do I go against your will? Then you forgive me, but yet I still turn around and do the things I shouldn't do, because I belong to you, and I know you will come through. Lord, I know I take advantage of your grace here in this Christian race, but yet I still hear you calling my name. How many times will it take for me to learn that it's only in your will I'll ever earn my life's reward, the honor due to me, life eternally, riches and glory. Lord, I know I don't belong with you because I've done wrong, but yet I still hear you calling my name. You're calling my name to come into your will. Isn't that beautiful, you all? So the name of that song is by Hezekiah Walker, and it's Calling My Name. Very beautiful, very deep song. Well, that's it for today, you all. I love you all, and you all continue to have a blessed day. And certainly, I'll see you all next time.